Hi guys, in this video let's talk about the Artillerist guide after the Artillerist open. The first is the FPE case. So FPE case there are so many settings, but I will talk about the just many users used. The first is the just basic FPE setting, core, sun case, jumping, and the moon case, gale wind, shooter or jumping, and last star is auto logon is used. Arc passive case you can use like this. And this is hyper skill. This is arc skill. If you want to use it, just press the pause button and take it place. So let's see the skill cycle first. So about the what are you using in Galewind or jumping cycle is little different. Why? Galewind get the effect when you use the normal skill twice. So skill combo is like the homing air raid overheat, and then you can get the effect because you use the normal skill twice with the homing and air raid. And then use the pressurized hit bomb, so pressurized hit bomb is enhanced. And then use the enhanced shell to give the effect to the next multiple rocket launcher also. That's why when you use this Galewind Moon core, the cycle is fixed of the homing air overheat, pressurized hit bomb, enhanced shell, multiple rocket launcher, and then use the when your T skill and Z skill is on, use them and use jumping. But if you are to use the jumping at the moon, jumping give you the push immunity for 4 seconds, but it is a little weaker than the Galewind. Why? Because you normally in just one cycle, you guys can just increase the pressurized hit bomb damage. But as I show you in the video, if you use the jumping before the cycle starts first, and use the homing allied overheat pressured hit bomb, and then use the jumping one more time and then multiple rocket launcher, then you can enhance the multiple rocket launcher and pressurized hit bomb both. But the problem is when it is the cycle timing with the T skill and Z skill is on, it is impossible to put that combo in 8 seconds. So just think that if you guys need the push immunity, use jumping. But if you guys don't need to any push immunity, just use Galewind for the more damage. So skill build is like that. Enhanced shell for the adrenaline stack, and the Galewind core stack, and the sinners 132 poison. Multiple rocket launcher 14 points, 132 Galewind. So if you want to see it, just pause and see it please. And if you want to use the energy field with no overheat, because if you use the overheat, normally they don't use the so energy field and overheat is normally set. So if you guys think the problem of FP is that it is impossible to do the counter ability. But if you guys want to do the counter and give up some damage, take the energy field and don't use the overheat, so can get the push immunity and counter ability but loss of damage. Then change the flamethrower to the energy field and change the napalm to other counter skills. And there is one more setting, it is half and half energy field with overheat. Only use the overheat when T and Z is on cycle. So it means when your T skill and Z skill is on, use the overheat. But if your T skill and Z skill is not on, then just not use the overheat. That's why it is called half and half. So mixture of no overheat with energy field and the non-energy field with overheat field. So this is the only sinking the damage. This is the sinking the push immunity and the counter ability. This is take both of them but mid and mid. So gem case, damage of 4 damage gem and cooldown of the D7. The most important thing is the pressurized hit bomb and multiple rocket launcher cooldown gem, and then the damage gem of this pressurized hit bomb, multiple rocket launcher, and then other things. The skill cycle I already showed you. And there are so many settings about the FP also. Some of you asked me about the setup video, why you use the specialization path. That's why, because, so let's start. If your party have the Christianers or you have the prelate option in bracelet or your supporter also, if you can make the 114% prelate, then Lostark. So this build is much stronger. Then why this build is used is that because prelate 120% is max. So if you have already upper than 120% with this Bloodstorm build, can give the more specialization. And swiftness, because max attack speed is 130%, if you already get it, then you can also decrease the swiftness and can give the specialization for more damage. But one important thing is, if your cooldown gem level is low, then you should give the more swiftness even if you are 140% more attack speed because of the cycle. In my case, I have the 9 level cooldown gem but give the 5 swiftness because of the cycle issues. And overheat vs non-overheat case, overheat taking more damage but no counter. Non-overheat can get the gimmick ability but lower damage. Half overheat can both of them but mid-side. Energy field vs non-energy field. It is push immunity vs damage. But energy field cannot use full overheat build, so no energy field and use moon jumping also good. I show you the cycle. And specialization, why? About and mass increase. I said you that engraving, I didn't say you the engraving. This FP now can use the mass increase without penalty because the Sun Core give you the 20% attack speed. So if you can use the mass increase, then give the swiftness is okay. But like me, who have the relic book with hit master but don't have the mass increase relic book because of the gold issues, then just make the 140% attack speed and give the other points to the specialization, then cover the mass increase and hit master damage difference. That's why I use the specializations. And now about the barrage artillery. Linear, not like the FPE barrage artillerist case, all of that core mixture is just hobby difference. And arc passive is like this. It is fixed, not like the FP, and for this skill build teleport vs the fast shoot, it is just hobby difference. Great. And skill build. Homing. Oh, I don't put the homing. What is? One, two. The homing. So synergy skill initial or turret is your hobby. So in near, if you want to the paralysis immunity and more stable synergy durations, then turret is better. If you want to more stagger, then initial is better. So if you want to use energy field, change PHP or ALA to the energy field, and give damage gem, flamethrower, or cooldown gem to the turret. And judgment build, turret and gravity, or forward and gravity is needed. Gem case, as damage is this 5, so cooldown is 6. Most important thing is Barrage damage gem, and then cooldown of gravity and flamethrower, and then damage gem to air homing and air raid. And skill cycle, I will show you the video. So then what is recommended in here? If you just want the damage higher, then FPE is best with the jumping, Galewind, Autodragon. If you want to play the BE, then I will recommend you the shoot and scoop or the bombing, because that use the W twice is really bad in my thinking, and AOA is essential. So bombing and shoot and scoop case, if it is try or you want some convenience, then shoot and scoop is better. And if you want to more higher damage dealing, then bombing is better. So if your main character is Artillerist and need higher damage FPE with jumping, Galewind, Autodragon. If your main character but you want to play the BE, choose one in your hobby, but my recommendation is shoot and scoop in try, and in expertise case, bombing. If you are Baroque or sub characters with core, then just your hobby, but in FP case, I would recommend the jumping, Autodragon for the push immunity, or half and half overhit build because of the push immunity and counter ability. And if you want to play the Barrage, it is just elections, because press twice W is easy in Baroque because it will be the normal mode. It is not very sick, so you can maintain the shield very easy. Thank you for watching.